Hello, it's Miss Rebecca from the Culpeper County Library Youth Services Department. So glad to have you here with me today. Today I'm going to do a retelling of a fairy tale called Jack and the Bean Stalk. And we're going to use our fingerprints, which you can see where I've been using them. We're coloring markers on our finger and then pressing them down on the paper to make our characters. You could do this at home. It's very easy, and just ask your mom and dad first, because they do come off with soap and water, but be sure to ask mom and dad first. Now, once upon a time, there was a mom and her son Jack, and they lived in a little cottage, but they were very, very poor. They hardly had anything, but they were happy. Well, one day, Mom was out with Jack taking care of their cow, which was the only thing they had, and she said, "We have no more food, we have no more money. I need you to take the cow to the market and sell her." So Jack brushed and got the cow all cleaned up, and they set off on the road to the market. Well, along the way, he met this man, and the man had magic beans. And he promised that those magic beans would grow into lots of riches. So all he needed to do was trade his cow for those beans. Jack thought it was a wonderful idea, so he made the trade. So he goes back home excited to show Mom those magic beans, and Mom was furious. "You were tricked! How dare you sell our cow, trade our cow for magic beans? They're not magic." And she threw the beans out the window. Well, they went to bed hungry that night, but by the next morning, they looked out the window, Jack looked out the window, and there was a big beanstalk growing right up into the clouds, and he started climbing it. And the more he climbed, the more he could see. And what he saw at the top was a beautiful castle. So he decided that he was going to visit that castle. So he walked quietly in, and he found a giant there, sleeping at its table, and lots of golden eggs, and a hen that was laying those golden eggs. Jack said, "My problems have been solved. I'm going to take this hen home with me." Well, about that time, the giant woke up, and the giant said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell you, and here I come." So Jack ran as fast as he could with the hen under his arm to the beanstalk, and he started going down with the giant following him. Well, he got to the bottom much faster than the giant, and he found an axe and started chopping and chopped down the beanstalk. And the beanstalk and the giant came down with a gigantic crash. So from that day forward, no one ever saw the giant, and the beanstalk did not grow back. But Jack and his mother lived happily ever after. I hope you've enjoyed that fingerprint story. And until next time, just keep reading.